It's time for Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero. When it comes to news on 95.1 FM, weather always comes first. A front extending from the Mid-Atlantic southwestward to the Tennessee Valley and then westward to the Central Rockies will move eastward off the eastern seaboard this evening. Moisture pooling around the boundary will aid in creating showers and storms with heavy rain over southern Missouri. Moreover, showers and strong to severe thunderstorms will develop along the front from the southeast to the northern Intermountain Range, and an upper-level energy over the Great Lakes and Northeast will produce rain over parts of the Great Lakes and the Northeast through tonight. Furthermore, an upper-level ridging over Texas will help spawn heat advisories over parts of western Texas. Closer to home, our stretch of hot weather continues, although some clouds and isolated storms will help keep the temperatures down just a bit. By tomorrow through Thursday, temperatures will climb back to near record levels as the subtropical high builds over the area. High recedes some by Friday and Saturday, perhaps lowering temperatures a fistful of degrees and bringing a slight chance of storms back to the area. We'll have another look at the weather following this news. A Tularosa Fire Department was dispatched on Saturday afternoon to an address on West 2nd Street. They were originally called out for a structure fire, but it turned out to be a brush fire. The Tularosa Fire Department quickly fought that fire and put it out and kept it from spreading. At this time, it's unknown what caused the start of that fire. The Tularosa Basin Regional Dispatch Authority on Saturday announced that fire crews worked overnight to contain a wildfire. The evacuation standby was lifted for that fire, and the fire spread to about 3 acres. There are some meetings happening this week. The Alamogordo City Commission will be having their regular meeting on Tuesday at 6:30 at City Hall. The County Commission will be having their regular meeting Tuesday morning at 9. And Christy Lepis joins us now to tell us about the school board meeting.
The Alamogordo School Board meeting for June will take place Monday the 17th at the APS Administration Offices, 1211 Hawaii Avenue. The agenda, meeting documents, and link to the live stream are available now on the APS website. For Alamogordo Town News, I'm Christy Lepis.
The Public Library is also having a meeting coming up. More now from Dee Samuels.
The Alamogordo Public Library Advisory Board meeting is on Wednesday from 4 until 5 p.m. at 920 Oregon Avenue. This meeting is open to the public. If you have any questions, please call 575-439-4140. For Alamogordo Town News, I'm Dee Samuels.
Sarah Morrow joins us now to share with us about Fourth Friday returning this month.
Fourth Friday returns this month to Washington Park on June 28th from 6 until 10. Food, family, and fun. Plus, live music this month is from the Sunset 915 Band. Again, that's at Washington Park on June 28th from 6 until 10. For Alamogordo Town News, I'm Sarah Morrow.
The second annual Tularosa Ice Cream Social is coming up. I spoke with David Chavez from the Tularosa Taco Company.
We're going to have the festival over at Veterans Park. We're going to have the band Sancho and the Side Piece from here in Tularosa. And we are going to have a lot of different vendors. And once again, the Tularosa Taco Company will be purchasing all the ice cream to give out to all the people that show up.
Music by Sancho and the Side Piece. That's on June 28th at 5 at Veterans Park in Tularosa, 1050 Bookout Road. If you need some more information, look up the Tularosa Taco Company on Facebook. Well, today is Monday. That means we get a pup date from Animal Village NM.
Hi, this is Sunny Harris with Animal Village NM. Well, we completed our first summer auction and we did great. We raised about $780. It's not enough to get us back to registering for low-cost spay-neuter, and we are working as hard as we can to raise funding for that. Will you please think about this for a second with me? Let's work through this. A nonprofit means we don't want to make a profit. In fact, we can't. Any profits that are made by a nonprofit go back into the services provided by the nonprofit by law. So what a nonprofit is trying to do is improve the quality of life in your community. And to do that, we have to pay our expenses. If you think about a veterinarian's or a doctor's office, They can't run without charging, whether it's an insurance company who's paying the bills or the patient who's paying the bills, the copay that's helping to pay the bills. They have to make money to keep the doors open and provide the services. Now, doctors and lawyers and bankers, they actually make a profit. But imagine how hard it's been for every business since COVID. We had a wallop, and we are still not back to business as normal. But now think about a nonprofit. A nonprofit is a nonprofit because we do things the government will not pay for. Why? Because they don't get anything back for it. That's where a nonprofit steps in to improve the quality of life in your community. We're not one of the big nonprofits like the ASPCA or the HSUF who has big, actors and singers to do commercials for them and who provide help mostly back east. Not here in Lincoln and Otero County, New Mexico, where the highest rate of pet abandonment in America exists. There has never been a time when Animal Village NM needs your support more than now. There are hundreds of litters being born in Lincoln and Otero County because we cannot, for the first time since 2007, register folks for low-income, low-cost spay-neuter. We need your help. Thank you to all of you who donated and who supported our auction. Please take a look at our Facebook page. We're bringing out a huge auction in a couple of weeks, and it's going to be summer-oriented with B&B stays, hotel stays, motel stays, Ruidoso shopping sprees, Otero County and Lincoln County restaurants. Please, meanwhile, become a monthly sponsor. Even if it's $10 or $20 a month, it helps. We've got to start registering for spay-neuter again, and we need your help to do it. AnimalVillageNM.org. AnimalVillageNM.org.
The Animal Village NM Pup Date was sponsored by Blue Sky Counseling.
News from around the state in just a moment. This is Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.
Local news from local perspectives, from local voices. AlamogordoTownNews.org. Local sports, local events, and local happenings and more. Nonprofit owned and operated by Second Life Media. We are Otero County. AlamogordoTownNews.org. Heard daily on Crazy KALH Radio 95.1.
Directory Plus is the right size book. It's the book if you need a phone book.
That's what just one person has to say about Directory Plus. With its red cover, features, colorful yellow pages, and lots more, it's no wonder people all over use Directory Plus.
It has so much more information. You can cross-check phone numbers or addresses or pretty much anything.
Look on the plus side, Directory Plus.
I'm a big fan of Directory Plus.
75-year-old Tony Jake Jr. of Pine Hill was sentenced to prison for sexually abusing a 7-year-old girl. He approached the girl as she played outside of a church she attended with her grandmother. Jake separated the girl from the other children and then abused her. Jake admitted to these actions to an FBI agent when he was questioned, and he later pled guilty to one count of abusive sexual contact. He was sentenced to 4 years in prison. When he's released, he'll be required to serve 5 years of supervised release and must register as a sex offender. El Paso police accused 25-year-old Adrian de la Cruz of picking up 2 girls in a van and sexually assaulting one of them a few blocks away from Bel Air Middle School. He approached them in a van on April 10th. The girls have not been named as they are minors. Crimes Against Children detectives investigated the case and arrested de la Cruz on May 16th. They booked him into jail on a $100,000 fine. Sunland Park recovered a body in the desert late Saturday night. The incident is currently under investigation by Sunland Park Police and the Office of the Medical Investigator. No other details have been released. The man accused of killing 2 women in Clovis and kidnapping an infant will have his trial next month. Alec Collins is accused of killing Samantha Harley Cisneros and Taryn Allen, shooting a 5-year-old girl, and then kidnapping an infant all last month. Police state that Collins took the infant to Abilene, Texas, where he carjacked an Uber driver and then rammed into a police car. Collins is facing a federal kidnapping of a minor charge, as well as using and discharging a firearm during a crime. He's going to continue to be held in federal custody until his trial, which is set for July 8th in Albuquerque. Help for people sickened by radiation from nuclear tests and uranium mining, including here in New Mexico, has come to an end after 34 years. The Radiation Exposure Compensation Act expired this past Friday, after U.S. House Speaker Mike Johnson did not call a vote on a bill to extend and expand it. The expiration left New Mexicans who worked in uranium mines and also lived downwind of nuclear tests in wonder. Tina Cordova, the co-founder and executive director of the Tularosa Basin Downwinders Consortium, spoke with KOB.
I'm the fourth generation in my family to have cancer since 1945. And unfortunately, now I have a 24-year-old niece who was diagnosed with thyroid cancer.
Advocates like Cordova are never giving up. For her and others, this is a lifelong fight, which is now facing a massive setback.
While they play politics, we're gathering up our resources to pay for somebody to have cancer treatment. We're having bake sales and car washes and selling cattle so that we can meet our healthcare needs.
Lawmakers are using this energy and support to chart the next steps for RECA. Beginning tomorrow, the House Rules Committee will decide which amendments could be made to the National Defense Authorization Act. RECA is one of those amendments. Representative Teresa Ledger-Fernandez says people already covered are not budging either.
If Speaker Johnson would just let us vote on it on the House floor, I am confident that we have the votes to pass an amendment.
But just a simple extension isn't enough. With RECA the way it is, New Mexico is still not covered. While the RECA program has expired, the office will still process claims submitted before June 10th. The office will remain open until they've addressed all claims. Virgin Galactic has flown their final mission with the current spaceship this past Saturday after launching from Spaceport America. This was the company's 12th flight and the second of the year. The flight took 4 people up. Virgin Galactic will suspend future flights as they work on a new spacecraft. Scott McLaughlin, the executive director of Spaceport America, spoke with KRQE.
Unity has been a great spaceship to understand how things work and how they need to maintain it, but it's been slow to turn around. So the new spaceships are concentrating on things that allow it to fly quickly.
The company says the new Delta-class ships are being designed to fly 8 missions a month, which is 12 times the Unity's current capacity. Virgin Galactic said the final production of the Delta ships will be done in Phoenix, and then commercial operations are expected to resume in 2026. Las Cruces could become home to the first commercial spaceport. Spaceport America is teaming with Borderplex Alliance, and this potential project would bring in jobs, investments, and tourism. John Barella, the president and CEO of Borderplex Alliance, spoke with KFOX.
We're bringing it together now, and it's one example of what we need to do, because in the end, companies are looking for a trained or trainable workforce. We can provide that, without a doubt. We just need to tell the world that it's, again, one region.
Spaceport America, which is near Truth or Consequences and has been open since 2010, is currently used for rocket launches, space tourism, and astronaut training. Weather's coming up next. This is Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.
This is Lieutenant William Skaggs with Alamogordo Fire Department. Have you seen that we're updating the City of Alamogordo's local hazard mitigation plan? What does this mean for our community? This means our community has a chance to provide information to Alamogordo Fire Department so we can properly plan for hazards within our community. We need feedback from the community to make sure our plan is up to date. If you have any questions or concerns, you can contact Chief Jerry Ramirez at Alamogordo Fire Department, or you, the stakeholder in our community, can go to alamogordofd.com or the City of Alamogordo website and take the individualized survey to provide us with information to update our plan.
Your Crazy Radio spot on weather forecast for the Tularosa Basin today calls for mostly sunny skies with a 20% chance for showers and storms. Mostly clear skies tonight, sunny tomorrow. Your high today in the basin, 92, low tonight of 68, high tomorrow, 98 degrees. In Cloudcroft, mostly sunny skies today with a 40% chance for showers and storms. Mostly clear tonight, sunny tomorrow, high today for Cloudcroft, 74, low tonight of 49, high tomorrow, 78 degrees. Local breaking news can be found on our website, alamogordotownnews.org. And learn more about Crazy Radio by visiting KALHradio.org. Also, check out the Crazy KALH Radio YouTube channel. That's where we post our daily newscasts, complete interviews, and other information which concerns everyone in the Tularosa Basin. Be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel if you've not done so already. That way, you too can remain informed of the goings-on in the Tularosa Basin. Well, that concludes today's edition of Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.